Hello, welcome back DAYZ Nitrado server owners. I'm going to be showing you how to change your server name and some settings along with spawn loot rates. And before you change anything, it's important to stop your server. So press the stop server, the big red button to do that. Otherwise, if you change things while your server's running, it could really mess things up. So the first thing you want to do is stop your server. You can do this on the mobile app or on your laptop or PC, whatever you prefer. So to get into your first sort of settings, you want to click your web interface, and then over to the left you will see settings, and then just below that there's a little spanner and it says general. So just click on that and it will bring you to this menu. So the top one is your map. You can change that if you have a different map. The host name is your server name, so this is what you will be searching for when you go into game. So change that to something you will remember. Mine is my PSN name. So if you want to play on my server, you can. Don't build nothing too hectic because I'm not sure how long this will be live for, but I will be messing around on this server, so join me if you want to. Server time multiplier is basically 0 is the least amount you could put and 24 is max. This is a time multiplier for in-game time. In this case, time would move 24 times faster than normal. An entire day would pass in 1 hour. So if you want a long day, then you want to set it to a low value, such as 1 or 2. So the one below is server time multiplier night, and that's your nighttime multiplier. So the values are 0.1 and 64. So 64 is the fastest. If you don't like it dark, it will zoom by on 64 if you set it to that. So have a little play around with that. I'll show you how to change a few other loot settings right now. So on the left you'll have file browser. You want to go into file browser, and then you will find some other folders. You want to go to DAYZ PS missions. I'm on PS4 by the way, so it may vary. DAYZ offline, and then whatever map you're on, and then click into the DB folder and then types XML folder. But don't forget, you'll want to make a backup of the types XML, because if you mess it up you can always go into that backed up folder. And don't forget also, before altering any settings, you want to stop your server, because altering stuff while your server's running will mess up things. So it may take a few seconds to load up. Once it's all loaded up, you will see a lot of jibber jabber, and it's a lot of like numbers and words, but I'll try and decode it the best I can for you to help you out, and I'll also show you a quick way of editing it all. So the type name is basically the name of the item that spawns. On top of the list will be an ACOG optic, and as you scroll through, like the next one's the AK-101 and other various items. Just below that, the nominal number. This is the number of items spawned in the world at any given time. So it says the ideal value must be more or equal to the minimum value. Below that, the lifetime is basically in seconds, so that number is in seconds before this type of item gets deleted in the world, if no players interacts with it, that is. So the lifetime, if that's set to 604800, that is 7 days, and if it's set to 3888000 seconds, that's 45 days. So you want to set that number that will be in seconds before anything gets deleted if untouched in the world. Restock is time it takes to respawn in seconds. So if that's 1,000, it'll take 1,000 seconds for that item to respawn in again. The minimum is the number of how many it gets to before it starts to spawn back in. So basically, if you have 10 items, or if your normal or whatever is on 10 and your minimum is on 8, if players start collecting those 10 and it gets to 8, then once it gets to 8 it will start restocking, so it will start spawning them in. So if you want them to be respawned in quickest amount of time, then I would set the minimum number close to the nominal number, and also the restock value really low, so that way stuff gets respawned in really quick. The quant, minimum and maximum is basically if the item that is spawned in, such as a magazine, will it have bullets in. If the item doesn't require anything like bullets or something like that, say it's a piece of clothing or something silly like that, or an attachment, it will have a -1. So if it has bullets, if you want it to spawn with bullets, then you put a number in. But if it's something like I was gonna say a water bottle, but water could be in the bottle, so I don't know, something like a sight, it wouldn't, if you've got a sight there, it wouldn't require anything to be in it, so that will be set to -1, if that makes sense. Cost means it's a percentage of how important it is, and so if you want something in, then you've 100% set it to 100, because that's 100% meaning yes, I want this item. If you don't want it, set it to a lower number, so you don't really want it. Flags directs the spawner in what case it must take minimum and nominal values into in consideration for every item counting for spawning. These items are like in cargo, hoarders, tents, barrels, underground stashes. So if you want the flags to count all these in, then you would set it to 1, and that is true. If you don't want it to count all these items, then set it to 0. That equals false. So the category, usage and value names, it is a bit confusing. It's to do with the item and what it spawns inside of, like a magazine inside a jacket inside a garage, for example. So you should be able to change the loot and what it spawns inside of and what area, but it is really confusing, I'm not gonna lie, and I think that is for a whole new video, and I do need to look up some more stuff because I don't want to throw stuff out there just for the sake of it. But I will show you how to edit these numbers really quickly and easily, so you don't have to scroll through a load of jibber jabber, and how to find the items quicker too. The link is in the description. You just have to download the XML file. So from the page with all the jibber jabber code, you just want to click download, and then you want to open the link and drag it to the downloaded file on that page, and it all comes up, and you can search for an item in the search bar at the bottom, and you can change all the numbers of the items really easy. It's so useful. And then all you have to do then is copy that back into a folder and then upload the file from your DB folder. So where your types XML folder was, you just delete the old one because you have a backup, and then you upload your new file and it should all be on there. You can also add zombies or take zombies away. I think this is going to be another video though, as I don't want to drag the video out too long. I would appreciate it massively if this has helped you, that you smash the thumbs up and subscribe if you're new, and turn on the bell notification. This video, like I say, was so hard to make, because I kept running out of clips and it kept deleting stuff that I was saying. It was so frustrating, but we got there in the end, and I'm glad to be putting it out there now at this point. So subscribe if you're new, smash the thumbs up, and you can join me on my server also. Thanks for all supporting the channel. I can't wait to go out and buy my capture card. It's going to help this channel massively. Thanks for all your support, and I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to check out those links in the description. Take care.